It was a titanic battle. Conditions probably lent itself to that. Two really well prepared teams that were at it physically, tactically. It was a proper game of hurling, a proper Munster Championship match, and yeah, we're disappointed we didn't get the win, but delighted we got a point. So a couple of aspects we'll be disappointed with. We conceded 2 goals that we won't be happy with. That'll make difficult viewing during the week for us. But I think our resilience and our calmness and the way we kept, in the process, if you like, we really stuck to the process today. And for us, like if you think about it, that's Nicky's first game of goals. I thought his puck outs were excellent. I thought he was a super game. He'll benefit greatly from that today. I think our full backline, that's the first time that they played a championship match together. That'll benefit them as a group. Our half back line, I thought were solid. Colin, first championship match. William back at 6, really solid there. Adam and Keane, a relationship and partnership that's growing all the time. And up front, I think our forwards worked really hard. They'll be disappointed that we didn't get a couple of more scores going forward, from the front 8. A couple of chances that we just let go, either wide or drop short. But all told, a titanic battle. Would have liked to have gotten 2 points, but really happy that we got 1.
When did you get the sense or the idea that Nicky would be back?
Well, he's been in full training for the last 3 weeks, so when he's able to play in-house games and do everything, that he would have been doing all along, it had to be considered. So, listen, just delighted he got through it. It'll be a huge confidence builder for him. You can't replicate championship match in training. You try to. So this will be a huge plus for him, and something that he can build on. And listen, he's back now. That's it.
It's obviously a fair bit quicker than a lot of hurlers do. Is that because he's a goalkeeper, or is it just quicker? It's
a big factor in it because being a goalkeeper, it's so structured. You're taking puck outs, etc. So it's a big factor. Yeah.
How did you keep it quiet?
Listen, there's great unity and togetherness in our group, and this is a reflection of that. I think we've 62 people involved. They all have families and partners and work colleagues, etc., and friends. So yeah, it's a really strong piece from our group, I think, really in the preparation for championship. So I take my head off to everybody involved, because we didn't want, you don't want to be putting anybody under pressure either, because you're only taking it one session at a time, and if somebody gets through one session, you're waiting for the next one, and who's to say on Friday night that we would have been back to an alternative selection. So you just have to trust everybody around you, and fair play to everybody for doing that.
John, you were pulled for 3 throws in the second half. The lads seemed surprised. Were you surprised at those calls?
Listen, I can't say anything from the point of view I can't contradict, because I'll have to watch it. There was definitely one pass that I would be concerned about in the lead up to the goal for the Tipperary goal. I think if you go back two key passes out, I think that's one that will definitely need to be looked at. But listen, it was a really tough game, and I think both teams will benefit greatly from it. I think we've a lot to benefit from it, because a lot of our players are coming back from injury and haven't a lot of game time throughout the winter, so to get a game like that under our belt is going to benefit us greatly. And I think competitiveness wise in training for the next 2 weeks, I think there'll be a lot of lads that are very disappointed didn't make the team, didn't make the panel today, that are really going to be pushing hard the next 2 weeks, so I'm looking forward to seeing that.
John, Barry Murphy, I think he made his debut in 2018, and his first start, I suppose, a lesson in resilience, and I suppose graft for him to get his reward, I suppose, of getting into the team.
Yeah, I suppose being an inter-county hurler is a journey, and it takes many twists and turns along the road, good ones and bad ones, but if you stick with it, I think it can be a very rewarding journey indeed.
John, how important is it to have 2 weeks to the next game?
Listen, we'll it's a benefit, of course it is, and we have to make use of it now as well, from the point of view of number 1, being able to review accurately, number 2, recovery, and number 3, then planning and preparation for the next day. So energy and recovery are huge parts of this, and when you get an opportunity you have to take it.
What was the rationale behind moving Kyle to 11, given I suppose you've been playing him at 6 during the league?
There's no particular rationale for it as such. Like you're trying to maximise the group that you have and what you can get out of them, and I thought he contributed hugely to our front six in terms of, you know, puck outs options, in terms of his work rate, in terms of line breaks, in terms of his assists. You know, you can go into the rucks. There's a whole number of areas that you'll say it was a huge plus.